266 522. To park. It's 28 minutes past 2 o'clock, and if you go down to the woods today, you're maybe in for a bit of a big surprise. No, I haven't got any teddy bears here or picnics. I do have the pupils and staff from St Mary's Primary there at Alton Ura with a wonderful new initiative to encourage kids to take a better interest in their actual surroundings, the trees and all the rest, everything that lives in and around the area. This is called forest schooling. Forest schooling. It's a new kind of movement where the kids leave the desks behind and basically take lessons outside in local green areas. With that agenda in hand, Michael O'Donnell has visited the school last week just to see how they're getting on.
Today we're going to help the P2s making Christmas decorations of what we can find outside. So I've done some very simple drawings and then I made some up so we can see how to do it. So this one is a wee Christmas tree and I've pre-cut some of these here. And then they just have to find sticks or make sticks to tie between.
Karen, if I could just interrupt a second. I'm chatting here to Karen Kierkegaard, and she's Groundwork Northern Ireland's Forest Schools Coordinator for the North West. We're surrounded here by some primary sixes from St Mary's School here. We also have the principal, Mary Redmond. Karen, what are we doing here?
We're going to try to make some Christmas decorations of things we can find outside. So the school do their forest school training down at a small wooded area they have, but today it's so windy, so we're staying inside.
Yeah, we hope to go down today, but you know it's a very bad day outside. There's trees blowing down everywhere, so I think boys and girls were better off inside.
So I've brought along a few things from my garden. I've bought some ivy with evergreen leaves. And the idea is that I have sort of a golden pen and the children can write their names on them and then we can tie them up with ribbon. We can maybe get the whole class with all their names written on or drawn on it. Do you remember how to draw stars? That's a triangle upside down and a triangle the way we normally draw it. And then there's another one you can do where you just fold from a continuous line. Do you know that one? Once you practice it, you just kind of keep bending and all of a sudden there's kind of a star there. So you just tie them in a couple of places.
Karen, can I just ask you here, just sorry to interrupt again, kids here, the importance of doing something like this with the kids and making the best use of things that surround them every day?
I think it's important that we know the environment that we live in and the habitats around us, know about the plants and the animals that live in it, and it can very well be linked into what is taught within the classroom as well, so it becomes more a fluent thing between the inside and outside. And sometimes it's nice when you're sitting inside all day to get out and get blown about a bit. Maybe not as much as today, but...
Is this seasonal, is it? Would you do it more in the winter time or would it work as well in the spring and summer?
It's just whenever it suits the school to do it. So the weather doesn't really matter. The only weather that really worries us is high wind in case a tree comes down. But rain or snow or sunshine is all good.
Now you're coordinating this for all the schools in the Northwest, which I'm sure must keep you busy. What kind of feedback have you been getting from the children?
Oh, I think the children like it. Well, you can ask them. they would give you a more honest answer.
First of all, I'm going to speak to the principal, Mary Redmond. You're also trained in teaching forest schools for kids. How have you found it when you've been taking the kids out into the wilds?
I find it been a real great motivator for the pupils. They look forward to forest school lessons and they love getting outdoors. It's given them a real enthusiasm for the local environment and an interest in looking after the environment and conserving it as well. And I mean, we were able to use Lermont Forest, our local forest here, and we just loved getting down. And it was a bit of exercise getting there as well. And we learnt about types of leaves, different types of wildlife, mini beasts. We learnt about Lermont Castle. It just covers so many aspects of the curriculum. And it's great for the new curriculum because the children are leading the learning and they're following their interests. They're going and problem solving, working together, building dens. And it's really fantastic the way it's not me telling them what to do. They're generating the ideas. They're going and doing it. And, you know, you can see them cooperating so well and becoming so much more independent and enjoying it. And you can see strengths in pupils that in the classroom you wouldn't necessarily see. And different, you know, it's giving them opportunities to show who's best at leadership, who's best at delegation and all those skills that you mightn't see in the classroom. And it showed me a different side of the pupils as well, which was fantastic.
I suppose in any form of academia, if you're trying to get someone to learn something, the first thing you do is to get them to take an interest in it and make it interesting for them. And I suppose then if you're going to take them out of the classroom into a different environment, their interest is raised right away.
Absolutely. And even the knock-on effect for us here, we developed in our school woodland and we're trying to build that into our break times and lunch times that the children can actually use the woodland to play. We're trying to get woodland steps and develop a woodland trail using the trees, and so many links with the curriculum. And it's not just myself. We have another teacher, the Year 2 teacher, has currently been trained as a forest school leader as well. And then the other teachers were disseminating the lesson plans and getting them involved as well. So it is going to be a whole school initiative. And it's the enthusiasm that you can see in the children. They're coming in then saying, oh, I know what the tree in my garden is now, and oh, I found this last night. And, you know, it permeates even into the families and the community, which was brilliant.
And isn't it such a shame we can't go outside today? I was looking forward to a little walk in the forest.
I know, but it might ruin the hairstyles. We wouldn't want that.
My hairstyle is beyond redemption, I have to say. What are you kids laughing at? Are you laughing at my hair? I'm going to talk to some of the children here now. You're primary 6. What's your name?
Erin.
Erin, tell me, what do you enjoy most about this?
Some of the tools that we used.
And what sort of tools do you use?
The hacksaw and the drills.
Hacksaw and the drills? I think that a wee bit dangerous.
Yeah.
Look, is this your box here? Did you bring stuff with you today? Or do you carry anything over?
I carried this over.
Oh, well, tell me what's in here and what you're going to use it for.
Some stars and a wreath.
That looks fabulous there. And if I could just move on to your friend beside you there. What's your name? Emer, what do you like best about this? What's the most enjoyable part?
Discovering the leaves and all the different kinds, and then you just know how to, and then if you're going and you're looking in your garden, then you can know what they are.
Right, and are there many different kinds of leaves around here?
Yes, there's the sycamore, and you remember that because there's 5 parts of it, and it's like your hand, and the oak is on the dairy jersey and it looks like a splash of water. The hazel is kind of like a scruffy one around the side, but it's has a wee point at the top so you can know it.
Brilliant. Every day's a school day, even at my age. These are the things I wouldn't have thought about. And what's your name, young man?
Darryl.
Darryl, tell me this here now. Do you prefer to be sitting in the school, in the class all day, at your desk, writing things down, or is it better fun to be going out and about in the forest?
Out and about in the forest.
Why is that?
Because you can make whatever you like and you can explore, and if you're down there in the forest you can get to see the castle.
Oh right, the castle must be very interesting, is it?
Yes.
Are you allowed to run about inside the castle, or do you just look at it from outside?
You look at it from outside because the doors all bricked up and there's cement holding the bricks down so no one can get in.
Oh, that's such a shame. But again, there must be so many things to do. Now that you know what to look for, you must have great fun doing it.
Yes.
Do you ever actually do it when you're not at school? Do you ever think of a Saturday or a Sunday if you're sitting at home with nothing to do? I might take a little walk out and try and find some leaves.
Yes.
That's fantastic. Well done, well done. And your name, young man?
Joe.
Joe, what's the best part of all this for you?
Just making stuff and being creative, and it's fun and you get to explore and stuff like that.
And when you're out exploring, do you find now that you're looking at, even in the street times when the leaves are blowing around your feet, as they can be at this time of year because we're into the autumn and the winter, do you look at it and say, oh, I know what that leaf is now?
I even tell my wee brother because he doesn't know what most leaves are.
How old is your brother?
He's about 7.
7. And is he at the school as well?
Aye.
What's his name?
His name is Dara.
Dara. Say hello, Dara.
Hello, Dara.
And last, we have another young man here now, and this must be great fun when you come to school and be able to do all this kind of thing, is it?
Yeah.
What's the best part for you?
Food webs.
Foot webs?
Yeah.
What are they?
It's where, we got pieces of string and pretend we were animals and, attached them. And if one animal died, then other ones would, as too.
What does that teach you when you think about things like that?
Don't kill animals.
Very good. The mouths of babes and sucklings. Michael O'Donnell asking the questions out in Alton Muir Primary. Very good. 71266 522. A little note from BB producer Ian Parkinson now. Ian,